Good morning. This is Friday morning, November the 7th, and here are your headlines for the day. All right. Hey, if you're watching, give me a like or drop me a comment. Let me know that you're watching. That would be awesome. Awesome. I heard yesterday, I looked at this as like top 10 words from Gen Z, and awesome was number 2. And I know I use that word all the time. Somebody picks on me about it. But I don't know. I'm a Gen Zer. No. Gen X. I'm sorry. Gen X. Top 10 words Gen X. Number 1, I never use that with the word rad. Ooh, that's so rad. I don't think I ever did use it. Even back in the day, I didn't use it. Anyway, here we go. Let's start off with good news this morning. Y'all want to start off with good news on this Friday? Nearly half of all LGBTQ characters will disappear from television next season. GLAAD's Where We Are on TV report revealed that though LGBTQ plus characters were up across scripted broadcast, cable, and streaming programming last season, the future paints a far less rosy picture. According to the report, which tracked regular and recurring LGBTQ plus characters that appeared during the 2024-25 television season, queer characters increased across platforms by 4%, bringing the total to 489. Feels like 500 million. However, the Thursday report found that 41% of those characters will not return due to series cancellations or endings, limited series formats, or a character's death or exit. So, LGBTQ plus characters are going down from last year to this next year on TV. That's good news. Continuing good news. Got a few good newses here because I'm just all about positive, encouraging good news. A federal appeals court ruled Thursday that an Ohio school district violated students' free speech rights by enforcing policies that restricted gendered language in classrooms. I can't even believe this was a thing. They were forbidding students at school to use gendered language because it offended, people found it offensive. That's what happens when you start saying, well, you can't use this word, you can't use that word. I mean, now there is such a thing as profanity, but when that word's offensive, you can't use it. Get in trouble with that stuff. Next up, still good news. Law students from across the country gather in Washington, D.C. to push back against campus cancel culture and defend free speech at the Federalist Society Conference. So a lot of cancel culture at law schools, and law students are pushing back. That's good news. And finally, the final bit of good news, former House Speaker, longtime Democrat Nancy Pelosi announces she will not seek re-election. I couldn't decide if that's really good news because on one hand it's like good news, but somebody more liberal than her is going to take her place. That's just the way it is. They just are. That's what some people are saying. It's one reason she's resigning is the Democrat Party's gotten too left for Nancy Pelosi. But President Trump reacts to former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announcing she will not seek re-election, calling her, quote, evil and corrupt. Quote, she was rapidly losing control of her party and it was never coming back. I'm very honored she impeached me twice and failed miserably twice. Oh, signs in the heavens. The largest black hole ever detected swallows up star, burns bright as 10 trillion suns. Quote, unlike any we've ever seen. And astronauts are stranded in space after their return capsule is struck by a mystery object. These are Chinese astronauts. So I don't know, do they call them what do they call them? As in Russia, I know they're cosmonauts. I don't know. Anyway, we keep seeing things in the heavens we've never seen before, unlike any we've ever seen. Now, some people would say, well, that's because we have the capability of seeing things we've never seen before. Listen, it doesn't matter why we're seeing things we've never seen before. The Bible said that we would see things we've never seen before, things that would cause men's hearts to fail. Signs in the heavens. Jesus is coming soon. Government shutdown. Here's some headlines concerning the government shutdown. Record-breaking government shutdown enters day 37 as Senate Republicans propose new funding plan. Bipartisan lawmakers seek compromise amid growing concerns over federal workers. Senate Majority Leader Thune said, "Will the far left not be satisfied until federal workers and military families are getting their Thanksgiving dinner from a food bank? Because that's where we're headed." Over 1,600 U.S. flights have been delayed and dozens canceled as the FAA limits air traffic capacity at 40 airports during the federal shutdown. And a GOP lawmaker is warning of possible food and medicine shortages after flights were grounded, raising concerns over critical supply chain delays for his state, and his state is Alaska. Did you hear yesterday about Trump's deal with pharmaceutical companies? Here's the headline: Trump and drug makers strike deal to lower cost of weight loss drugs. I got to say, I saw that and I thought, well, why do we need that? I mean, aren't these weight loss drugs causing all kinds of health problems? Why is that a deal? I mean, there's other drugs out there we could be lowering the cost on, right? RFK Jr. says about this new historic drug deal, quote, "This is something no American president has ever done. If we want to solve the chronic disease crisis, we have to tackle obesity." Shouldn't we be tackling it? I would think RFK Jr. would want to tackle it with something other than drugs. And did you see this? While they were announcing all of this, doing a press conference on it, a pharmaceutical representative collapsed during President Trump's Oval Office announcement as reporters were swiftly escorted out of the room. It's weird if you look it up. I mean, they're all standing up there, and all of a sudden this guy just folds like an accordion. The Middle East. Kazakhstan is joining the Abraham Accords. And in the midst of all the peace plan and peace talks and Abraham Accords being strengthened, Israel did a lot of airstrikes in Lebanon yesterday. So you've not only got Gaza and Hamas, you got Lebanon and Hezbollah. And Hezbollah published an open letter a couple of days ago demanding, number one, no direct negotiations between Lebanon and Israel, ever. See, Hezbollah is kind of just like Hamas is in Gaza, Hezbollah is in Lebanon. And they're demanding, Lebanon, you do not negotiate with Israel. Also, no more silence over Israeli strikes. Quote, Hezbollah says, "We are ready to reignite the war." Number three, no disarmament. Quote, "The right of resistance belongs to us." Resistance. If they'll leave Israel alone, Israel will not do anything to Lebanon or them. They're poking the bear. They want war. They want war. Number four, total rejection of the U.S. ultimatum to disarm by the end of November. They want war. And so they're getting war. Israeli jet strikes escalate in southern Lebanon towns. Israeli jets struck several towns in southern Lebanon on Thursday after urging residents to leave. That's what Israel does. Hezbollah doesn't do that. Hamas doesn't do that. But Israel, we're fixing to bomb. We're fixing to do some strikes here in this area. Y'all need to get out. Warning civilians, get out. Making an escalation in their near daily strikes on the country. The airstrikes came hours after militant group Hezbollah urged the Lebanese government not to enter negotiations with Israel. And finally, here's your closing story for the day. Kim Kardashian, I wanted to read on this a little bit, and I forgot. Calls ChatGPT a frenemy after repeated wrong answers on law school test, saying the chatbot made her fail. Quote, "It has made me fail tests all the time. And then I'll get mad and I'll yell at it and be like, 'You made me fail. Why did you do this?' And it will talk back to me." Everything about that's weird. And chatbot, I tell you what, use something other than ChatGPT to study. You're just asking, made me fail. Oh my gosh. Is Kim Kardashian, so she's trying to be a lawyer? I didn't know this. Going to law school? And she's not studying anything apparently. Apparently she's just going, chat GPT, what's the answer to? And it made me fail. It gave me the wrong answer. I think this might be kind of normal for students today, though. Those are your headlines for the day on this Friday. God bless you, man. I hope you have a good day. There's your Nancy Pelosi impression. Walk with Jesus today. Walk in the Spirit today.